welcome to the Shepherd's Den, first biocast that we got going on today. Today we got a nice exclusive interview going on with DJ EFN from Drink Champs, also Crazy Hood Productions. And also we have Dickinson in the house for the roundtable discussion. We got Rob, we got Jeremy as well too. And we're going to open up this biocast with the first interview for DJ EFN. DJ EFN, what's going on?
What's up, Winnick?
How you doing? What you just woke up?
Are you Winnick on this podcast? Are you Lil Rock? Who are
you? You're right, I know, right? What you think?
What's your name? I don't know. Midget capturer? I don't know.
That's right.
Moby Dick.
There you go. Right.
I mean,
Deep
I don't know.
fish.
We'll edit it later.
Yeah.
The midget magician? What?
Call me Midget Magic Rick. Hey, so DJ EFN, what's going on?
What's up? It's weird you calling me DJ EFN, but go ahead.
Wow, what's so weird about that?
Because you're my brother.
Okay. I mean, what you want me to call you, brother?
Eric?
Okay. All right. Well, I'm talking to Eric here, also a.k.a. DJ EFN for those that don't know Eric, just in case, you know. So, man, I want to appreciate, thank you for coming on this biocast with us. First biocast that we're doing. You're actually the first person that we're going to interview.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's a good thing, brother. That's a good thing.
Could be a good thing.
It's a good thing.
So I'll come back after episode 20.
Exactly. See how far along we've come.
Yeah.
See how far along we've come.
And that's what it is, man. One step at a time, you know what I mean?
Right.
So we'll just take one step at a time and build brick by brick, and let's get into this, you know? So, Eric, a.k.a. DJ EFN.
Yes, sir.
Just a little bit of background on who you are, how you came up. I know you're one of the big dogs in the music industry. When it comes to the podcast, you have either the or one of the biggest podcasts.
Music
podcasts on the network, on the platform. So I just want to kind of just talk to you a little bit, get some of our future listeners to know who you are and how significant you are to the hip-hop game, all right? And more so, you're also a big dog here in Miami, Dade County, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Dade County, home and bred, grew up in Kendall. Just a little bit of background between me and EFN, just a little history. That's my big brother, like you said, man. I knew him since I was 10 years old. We kind of grew up a little rough, you know. The Chicos came to, at the time we were living in Country Walk, and, those Chicos back then, it was wild, man.
Not this Chico.
Well, you was a little wild, because, you had me and my big older brother doing some things out here.
Because you hanging out with the cracker good named Scott. Scott had you on some shit.
Well, Scott, man,
Scott played all sides.
Well, Scott is the blackest white boy.
He's the white man shit.
He's the blackest white boy you ever going to find on this planet, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Scott definitely introduced us, you know what I mean? And from then to now, we have been long life friends, man, and family. You know what I mean? So a lot of history, a lot of things we've been through.
And your
together.
brother Ross, man.
And my older brother Ross,
man.
Marine. He retired. He been through some things, saw combat. Yeah, Ross is doing his thing in California, man. So one time.
And because you're Cuban too, so let's not forget that part that you always hide from the beginning. I got you. When your grandma started speaking Spanish, I got you.
Yeah, EFN came to Little Haiti one day.
Little Haiti? He was in Richmond Heights. Not even Richmond Heights, Country Walk.
By the house, or was it Little Haiti? No, it was on North.
Nah, man, it was your mom. It was when your mom.
Oh, my mom. Okay, you said my grandmother.
Yeah, I don't know.
So my mother.
Your mom came out and started. I think she just on purpose did that to you. Started talking Spanish to me, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I remember you came to the front door.
I think to embarrass you, she did that.
I mean, I don't know if she embarrassed me, but...
Man, you was not trying to let that dog out the bag.
Hey, once Eric found out I was Cuban, that motherfucker went crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he wanted to throw Cuban parties at the house. He wanted to be lechon and all this other stuff, man. I was all right, bro. I'm more Haitian, but I am Cuban. My grandmother's Cuban, you know what I mean?
I'm going to be completely honest, though. This is the first time I've ever heard of Winnick being Cuban or having any Hispanic descent. Period. He only pushes Haitian. Period.
Which is cool. That's his main identity.
I mean, I don't shy from it, but
ultimately,
I don't talk
you know
about
what
it.
I've learned, man, that all of us from the Caribbean, we're everything. We are all intermixed. The Caribbean, the islands, man. Like it's I got family. I just found out I did 23andMe, and well, this has nothing to do with the Caribbean actually, but it was a rumor that my grandma had full Chinese.
Wow.
And I could see it, but then she hit it. I don't know. It's weird, because that colonialism is a motherfucker. That brainwash, especially the Caribbean, but all of South America, wherever there was colonialism, they taught us to divide us by classes and skin color and all these different things. So they, her not being pure, whatever she thought she was like, I'm not Chinese. I don't know what you're talking about. Come find out, 23andMe told me, yeah, you got a full blown Chinese great grandfather. You know, I had like 10% Chinese. Like 10% is a lot when you're doing that stuff.
I wanted to ask you, for people that don't know what 23, you said 23 and
it's one of those like
that?
Ancestry.com, and they, you know, you basically give up your genes, and then they're gonna duplicate you in the future and make a fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger robot that's gonna come to your crib and they're gonna kill you and then take over and like that shit.
That's crazy. Turn you to the android or something. Huh? But I mean, I think that's pretty dope to be able to trace your DNA, your background.
Right.
Because think about it. In order for you to be here right now, each and every one of us, our bloodline goes way back. You know what I mean? To maybe the day one of civilization. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting when you do the DNA test or the ancestry test.
Hoping that it's accurate.
Right. But that's the thing too. Even when you do that, what calculates that is accurate? Is there like another system?
Well, I mean, this is what I did to. First of all, you're just trusting the system, but you have to get as many of your closest family to do it as well. So I don't even talk to my dad that much, but I gifted him one and said, "Do this shit, motherfucker." And I had my mom do it, and then that kind of brought. And I saw immediately when they did it how it brought in more of the percentages and started pinpointing exact places. Like that shit told me where in China my family is from. You know, for my mom, she had like French. She had a French side. That shit started showing me places in France and shit like that. So.
Oh, so is it safe to say that your people started Corona-19? Is that what y'all doing over there?
Maybe.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
What are y'all, man? Y'all got the cure already because we fucking up over there.
Let me get that. You know, 2 for 5 over here. Now that's what's up. So Eric, man, let's want to get back to the music. Talk more about your career.
Okay.
You definitely got a legacy out here in Dade County, in Miami. You know, not just that. Once again, in the hip hop industry, and more so now, right? You could say podcast, right? You guys.
No, yeah, it's a part of the journey. Yeah, it's a part of the story.
Right. And as of right now, just to bring up the current events, where are you now with the podcast with Drink Champs? Because it's growing.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're in the midst. We every year we do our deals are just structured for per year. Like we try to do them where we can change it up every year. So we did this monumental deal, at least I think in hip hop podcasting, where we had Revolt TV doing TV for us, and then we did a deal with Mass Appeal, which is Nas's company, where they sold ads on like a regular podcast. You sell ads on it,
right? And
then we were able to do a deal with Tidal because they're subscription based.
Wow.
So it didn't compete with Nas's company because they don't sell ads on it. They just needed some exclusive time with it for their subscribers. So we did a monumental deal, 3 platforms. Like I don't think that I had heard of no one, you know, that had been done at least in hip hop podcasts.
Wow.
So that was huge. Now we're out of those deals. We're getting out of those deals. Revolt stayed. We renewed with Revolt on the TV side, and now we're going to iHeart.
Oh wow.
iHeart Radio.
Yeah, through Charlemagne. iHeart actually. They had tried to get us when we did the other deal, the 3-tier deal, and there was a bidding war going on and all that stuff. And we ended up going with Nas, and it just looked beautiful on paper. We're fucking with Puffy, Nas, and Jay-Z, like,
all at the same
and we're a
time.
hip hop podcast, like,
Exactly.
we gotta do this, guys, you know, just to do it,
Wow,
just you know.
Right.
So that's huge, man. That was huge. And so now, iHeart came back, but they came back through Charlemagne. I don't know if you guys seen, he launched his own the Black Effect podcast network. And huge, man. And he brought us under the wing. He offered us a great deal. We're still closing that deal, but he already announced us. Like he's been all over already talking about Drink Champs. So it's done. It's a done deal. You know, we just the ink hasn't dried yet. But so that's gonna be really huge. And iHeart's a different thing than we're used to because they're more in the radio side. It's nothing for them to do podcasting. They've been doing podcasting because it's easy because they've already done radio. But they're just such a big company, you know, media company, communication company that we were looking forward to how they're going to market and promote Drink Champs, where kind of like on the way that they market and promote their big radio shows and anything else they're doing. So we're looking forward to that.
Oh, that's a good thing. That sounds real good. Yeah.
And their ad sales team, we're looking forward to that too.
Oh,
how they're gonna
Damn
sell.
right.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like with that big transition, you guys gonna be around for a long time, pretty much. It's any extension.
I mean, it's up to us. It's how long we want to do it for. You know, it all depends. I mean, I've been talking not crazy, but my thing with Drink Champs, I never thought it was gonna last as long as it lasted.
How long has it been, brother?
We're about to go into our 5th year doing it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
5 years already?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I started this before I had kids. Now I got 2 young kids.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's changed my life, having the kids. And so, and then when it comes to legacy, and you know, it's weird to talk about this because I don't know how some people will take it, but my whole thing is like, Drink Champs is cool, you know, in the short term, but in the long term, I don't want the legacy of Drink Champs to be like these dudes promoted some alcoholism and you know, and all this craziness, you know, and then cancel culture could get a hold of us at any moment because people are talking drunk and saying some outrageous shit. Because we're really, when I launched this as a comedy show. Because I feel comedy is sacred, where you could kind of
get away with it.
Even though now that's cancel culture's fucking up comedy too. Right. But we shifted to the music category, and I'm just worried about that, you know, cancel culture getting a hold of us, and then like, you know, I don't want Drink Champs to go down in flames. I want us to get out off the boat when it's on top, you know, like
definitely.
Yeah. And then I don't want the legacy to be like, oh man, you're just promoting people getting drunk and you know, and like we had a episode with Lamar Odom, which got you know, a lot of heat because people felt that, you know,
it was too far along.
Yeah, you know, and so I don't want stuff like that, you know, like I celebrate when we have people who are purposefully sober and you know, and they're on that journey, and I'm like, yeah, man, you don't gotta drink. We'll do all the drinking.
Exactly.
You know, you be the example of a guy who could sit there with a bunch of people drinking and not have to do it.
Have an honest conversation.
Yeah, yep.
That sounds good. That sounds real good.
So I don't know how long it's gonna last. It's not gonna be forever, is what I'm saying.
Right, got you. I mean, for right now, you guys on the street.
Keep going, brother, till you're done.
Yeah,
that's it. Just keep riding that wave. So that's good, man. You guys definitely got.
It's not about money for me, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, it is about legacy.
Well, you know what?
It's the joy.
Right.
It's the joy and the application of what you want to do.
Right.
As soon as you start chasing the money, it starts to change. Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know, it's crazy because for however long I've known you, and I know I did a few things with you in the past, and you know, as far as promotion, street promotion, stuff like that, it seems like you've never been about the money. You always been about the art, the craft, the business.
Try, man.
You know what I mean? You always been the organizer. You know, I mean, we all know like we don't move unless EFN move. You know what I mean? Right. He got something, he blows that horn. We all, you know, we Voltron. You know, and even if everybody can't be there for the team, you still got enough supporters on the team to keep pushing. Right. Would you say that one of your keys to success of where you at now, having a good supportive team?
Yeah, I have
pushing you forward.
I think I have a good sense of a good judge of character, so I keep good people around me. I have friends that don't feel like they have to do anything. Like, you know, we learned early on, and I've talked about this a couple times lately in interviews. We learned early on that this wasn't going to support the whole crew. You know, my crew we're going back from high school days, 93.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Same people still rolling with me.
Yeah.
But we learned quickly, like, this shit ain't gonna support all of us, man.
So, ain't enough in it.
You know, so if we all think that, then there's gonna be a lot of problems, infighting, people can get mad. And I'm not gonna say there never was, there might have been, but I think our friendship endured that, and then people matured and realized, all right, well, you know what, I'm gonna go back to school.
Right.
So some of my guys go back and get degrees. Some of my guys open up their own businesses.
Right.
But we all still
keep this going.
Focus on the brand, still support the brand. So whatever I'm doing, if I'm able to make a living, they're just happy to be a part of the journey. They're a part of the foundation. They're a part of the company. Whenever I can find revenue to bring to them and include them, I do it. And that's what our secret to success is as a crew. You know, and it's a secret to my success because without their support, you know, and have real people around you that go back years.
You lose your way, man.
You lose your way, yeah.
Economics, though. Huh? You know what I'm saying? That's like a concept that I came across called like group economics. You got one person who's the big dog, and they're pulling everybody else up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're spreading the wealth out. You got your friend, oh, you're going back to school to do this? Well, hey, I'm going to grab you. Once you finish that, come holler at me. Then I could use you for this, and vice versa. Right. Like, it, you know.
But I don't want to, like, front that I'm doing all this for them.
No.
Like, they going to school, and they doing all different types of careers, and you know, they making six figures or whatever, but they still home team and still with this movement. So if I say, hey man, we got a show, you know, can you make it? As long as they available, boom, they there, and they acting like this is full time for them. Yeah, and it's that support system that's been key, you know.
And that's the thing, and like what I've noticed too, like in our community, that's what we need more of, though. You know what I mean? Like just people supporting other people, not looking at somebody like, yo, they're at the top, I need to get there too, but being envious of it. Just be like, hey man, how can I bring you value to help you up too? Right. You know what I mean? Like, just stuff like that.
And that's more important when you have people that are closer to you. Mm-hmm. Because the ones that tend to go left are the ones that are closer to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe sometimes those individuals within the camp or within the crew or organization, whatever you got going on, you know, they may feel left out or feel some type of way. But you said something, E, that's important. You know what I mean? And that's something I witnessed too. You know, everybody in the background shouldn't just wait on E. Like, do something. Go get another job, follow your career. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, don't wait on this, you know, unless you're going to push it, you know? And even so, you can still live your life and still come and still support, you know? As long as you're stable, you can keep the next man stable as well, too. You know, it's kind of hard to have people around you where, shit's going left. This guy keeps falling off the wagon, and here you are trying to push a movement. And you're supposed to be a team, but guess what? You're only as strong as the weakest man on the team.
And plus, by keeping me in the game, it's keeping their dream alive too that they had in music or whatever. They know as long as he's still pushing the brand, we could still be a part of it. Like we still have one.